My name is Brendan Bialy, and I'd like to simply start off first by I want to thank you, Mark. He has been a tremendous help during this whole thing. It's been a very wild couple days, and before I say anything else, and I mean anything else, I am sitting right here. However, there are a couple other students who aren't. One of those being Kendrick Castillo. He passed away. I saw it happen, and I want to make something very, very clear. Kendrick Castillo died a legend. He died a trooper. He got his ticket to Valhalla, and I know he will be with me for the rest of my life. Seriously, I love that kid. And the other one doesn't want to be named, but I know you know who you are. Love you too, man. Seriously. Any questions, anything? What I saw yesterday was the absolute best of people. I got to see two heroes, two regular high school kids, two really awesome people jump into action without any hesitation, and I was more than lucky to join them in doing that action. Someone entered the building with incredibly malicious intent, using their cowardice, surprise, and superior weapons, and they lost. They completely and utterly lost to good people, and that is plain and simple.
Why did you do what you did?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think, it's hard to answer something like that. Like, I remember just feeling absolute and complete fear when he walked in, but once movement started, it's either fight or flight, and I'm just more than happy to know that what I thought I'd be able to do in a situation like that was the reality of what I did. It was immediate, non-hesitation, immediate jump into action. There was no questioning, there was no hesitation, there was no looking around. It was threat noticed, action time. Kendrick is like a bowling ball when he gets moving, and it is very hard to stop that kid when he starts going. And so that's exactly what happened. The gunman was there, and then he was against the wall, and didn't know what the hell hit him. Kendrick went up, I went up, and it went to it.
What'd you do?
Got on the gunman, and I tried my best to stop it as I could.
Was he firing as you did that?
It's okay.
Yes, during the skirmish, he did fire once or twice. It was very bizarre. I can't explain it. I'm not like some baddie, macho. It's just, there was fear. I still look back at it, and I still feel a bit of fear when I think back to it. But after that point, it is just doing what I thought I should do. Kendrick is a incredibly close friend of mine. I've known him since the beginning of high school, and he was a complete and absolute key part of STEM and my life. When it came to actually, I don't know what you mean by save per se, but when he was shot and I saw him on the ground, and once the threat was no longer, because once the other student who was helping us there was still on top of him and he was done, and I handed his handgun, I kept it in a safe direction, and I went over to Kendrick and I gave him multiple verbal commands, questions, and he was not responding. And then once a teacher came in, I tried my best to assist with that. I don't know how I would have acted in that situation. Like, it's not something I practice for. I mean, I think everybody has those ideas like, what if somebody comes in with a gun? What do I do? I think everybody thinks, I mean, I thought that, yeah, I'd jump in, but I'm just happy I did. I didn't think consciously I'd do this and then this. It just happened. I don't know. I love seeing him. I'm very close with both my parents. Love them to death, right?
Good answer.
But I think I was so hopped up on adrenaline, and I was so focused on making sure everybody else was good, focused on what was going on in the moment, that, like, I called them. They knew I was good, and I wanted to make sure everybody else was good.
What did your parents say to you when you were first reunited?
God, what did you get? You okay? Like, you good?
It's exactly like that.
Yeah, something like that over the phone. I don't know. You know, parent stuff. I just reassured them all good, and I just went to going back to helping my students once everybody was evacuated out of the building.
When he made the phone call?
When I called you?
Well, I was at work with clients, and
It's fine.
I knew something wasn't right, and I saw his number pop up. I saw his face pop up on my phone, and it was a parent's worst nightmare.
You wrote on your Instagram you refuse to be a victim.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
In situations like this, I'm very happy you asked that. Like, I really do appreciate it. And that's exactly why I'm smiling here today. I was there in the room. I was in there in the room with multiple other people. A couple students got shot. One of them didn't quite make it. why in the world would I let this coward get what he wants? Like, why? I'm not a victim. I refuse to be a victim. Kendrick refused to be a victim. The other students refused to be a victim. And I will live the rest of my life, whether it be this situation, in any other situation I encounter. I'm not going to let somebody just get the upper hand on me. That's ridiculous. No, Kendrick, I met him freshman year in my internal combustion engine class, which was a great introduction to Kendrick because he's a complete and total car guy. Anybody who knows him, anybody who's seen his lifted Jeep Cherokee, yeah, you know he's a car guy. Talked to him for 5 minutes, he's a car guy. And we were close friends ever since that class. I did TSA, Technology Students Association. Didn't like it, but Kendrick was a good part of it. We watched goofy videos together, drive around in our cars, like just hanging out after school, just talking. I mean, especially like junior and senior year, and now that we can drive and whatnot, taking cruises together, just talking. He was a fantastic, wholesome person, and anybody who met him for 5 minutes knows absolutely knows that he's top tier. I don't like the idea of running and hiding. There's certain situations, if you got to get out of them, you got to get out of them. But like, I'm not going to like cower or move out of the way for somebody who's right in front of me. And there's like, seriously, I'm gonna somebody like that, I'm gonna fight them. Yeah, they don't. That bad people, cowardly people with no prospects other than that of attempting to wreak fear on their students, completely and utterly failed. When they stacked their odds against them, they completely and utterly failed in the matter of half a minute. And I want people to take away, not my name, but I want them to take away Kendrick's name. Out of anybody, I don't care. My name can go away to the sands of history, I don't care. Kendrick Castillo's name should stick in your brains forever. It's going to stick in mine. It's going to stick in the students who go to STEM's minds forever. That will never leave us. So it's that name and knowing that you do not have to be a victim in a situation like that at all. Choose to take action. Choose to help others afterwards.